Next on Watch the Damn Tape, we're going to get into Monday night's action from the Unrivaled Basketball League. What it do, folks? I'm the Beat Chef with Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. Old subscribers, thank you for continuing to push me to make content and grow this platform. Let's get into Monday night's action. The first game was the Rose versus the Phantom. The Rose came out with a big win, 71-59. Chelsea Gray, 19 minutes, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Angel Reese, 22 minutes, had 23 points, 14 boards, and 5 assists. Lexi Hull, 18 minutes, 13 points. Brittany Sykes chipped in 9. That's all they needed. Azurá Stevens didn't play. Kalia Copper didn't play. Kiki Jefferson didn't play. The Phantom, T.U.S.L.E, 11 minutes, 7 of 14, 17 points. Sabrina Ionescu with 15 points. Sabrina Ionescu's had some pedestrian games. Katie Lou Samuelson with 10. Brittany Griner, 16 minutes, only scored 10 points. Natasha Cloud with 7. And that's all the people that played for the Phantom. That's it. That was it. The Phantom shot 46% from the field. The Rose shot 42. But what got them was Chelsea Gray. When Chelsea Gray's in the game, everything's free flowing. The first quarter, they jumped out fast start, 28-18 at the end of the first quarter. Angel Reese was killing in the first quarter, she was running the floor and she was facilitating. And like I told you last game, I can tell the influence that Chelsea Gray has had on Angel Reese. Not really from a shooting standpoint. I don't think that's going to happen until she really gets serious about basketball. But as far as looking up court and using vision, she's getting that from Chelsea Gray. So she was almost playing like a point forward this game. I mean, she hit some nice outlet passes, came down court. And one thing that really helps Angel Reese is nobody respects her shot. So when Brittany Griner was in the game, they sagged off, and that allowed a passing lane. She would hit Hull, she would hit Chelsea Gray. At one point, Angel Reese shot 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. Hit one, was wide open, and they were giving it to her. Brittany Griner, just leaped out and swatted it. Angel's still scared to shoot. She hit a mid-range jumper this game. The majority of her points came off of layups. And like I said, she was efficient. Like I said, she was 8 of 16. Of course, she's going to always miss shots at the basket. We know that. The thing that disturbs me about Angel Reese, and it's a reoccurring theme, when she's one-on-one, she looks awkward. She was one-on-one with Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner was at the restricted circle. Angel Reese tried to do a crossover and a spin move and go back up with the right hand. And Brittany Griner just stayed in the same spot. Never moved, and just another time back down court, she blocked the 3. From way out. That's how slow that jumper, that's how slow that 3-pointer is. That's why I know when the regular season comes and people are on you, Angel Reese won't get that shot off. She can shoot that in Unrivaled because they're giving her 8 to 10 feet to shoot. They don't respect her jumper at all. But she got a lot of stuff blocked. A lot of her layups not going in strong just got swatted. No post moves. She goes to the right, and that's all she does. She never goes to the left. She never gets on the left block at all. And that's the one thing about her game that's going to have to improve going forward. But in Unrivaled. As long as she's got Chelsea Gray, she'll be fine. I mean, it is what it is. They shot 35% from three, 5 of 14. The Phantom shot a bunch of threes, didn't make any. I mean, only made 10, shot 23, and would shoot them at the worst times. The Phantom lost this game just because they weren't aggressive. There were certain points in this game where the refs were calling the game a certain way, and the Phantom didn't adjust. They were kind of letting Angel get away with some stuff. They were trying to keep Angel in the game. Angel's known to been in foul trouble. This game she only had 2 fouls. They only called 17 fouls in this game, period. Which is probably a low, because most games average between 28 and like 30 fouls. But this one, they didn't call fouls as much. I saw a couple where Angel Reese would basically, the person like Katie Lou Samuels, get abused. So was Natasha Cloud. Drew charges like crazy. Never got called. And that was the way the game was going. T.U.S.L.E. One thing about T.U.S.L.E, if T.U.S.L.E can ever just put it together and play with some calm, she'd be unstoppable. Because she's cat quick and she got that height. She got the inbounds and blew by Angel Reese so fast. And there was a mythical timeout that her coach said he didn't call. And it waved off the basket. It was a very weird play, but she caught it. She was decisive and she blew by. Whenever she wanted to go by Angel Reese, she did it all night. And of course, Brittany Griner is a load. And they didn't go to Brittany Griner in the paint as much as they should have, especially knowing that the only big that the Rose had was Angel Reese. I would have fed T.U.S.L.E and Brittany Griner. I wouldn't have been shooting 3-pointers. Period. I just wouldn't. 5 of 14. Nah, I wouldn't have shot 14. I'd have probably shot 9 3-pointers, and the rest of those possessions would have went in the paint, and I would have went at Angel Reese. But that's this league, and that's the reason why the coaching is where it's at, and that's the reason why the Phantom have such a poor record. But this was a good win. This was a good win for the Rose. This was their 5th one in a row. Their fifth win in a row. And now I think with this win, they're in 2nd place. The Laces play the next game. So we'll be real interesting to see if the Laces can beat the Mist. The Mist are the worst team in this league. With the youngsters, Rakia Jackson and Aaliyah Edwards. But if they don't get this win, it could be they could be in the 3rd seed going into the playoffs. But that was the first game, and next we're going to get into that Mist Laces game. Game 2 was the Laces versus the Mist. The Mist get the win 65-49. This one was a board fest, no doubt. At the end of the first quarter, it was tied 11-11. At the half, it was 29-27. At the end of 3 quarters, it was 53-45. And the Laces only scored 4 points in that 4th quarter. To me, the highlight of this game was the amount of blocks. Rakia Jackson was swatting people's stuff. Rakia she's probably one of the first-year players that is really benefiting from this and really fine-tuning parts of her game, especially defense. She packed Alyssa Thomas twice. I mean, hardcore. Lainey Hamilton packed her stuff. Breanna Stewart, solid game, 20 minutes, 8 of 20, 21 points. Kia Jackson had 12. Joel Lloyd had 9. Dejanay Carrington stepped up big time this game, had 13. Vandersloot had 8. Aaliyah Edwards only played 7 minutes, only had 2 points. It's very weird. Aaliyah Edwards' minutes per game has dropped since that 1v1 tournament. For the Laces, Kayla McBride was balling. 17 minutes, had 19 points. This is her second game in a row under 20. And she got hurt in the fourth, went out. It was very weird. The fourth quarter, the game was like I said, it was close. It was real close. It was slow paced. Not a lot of fouls. They only had 16 fouls called this game. In the Rose game, they only had 17. So, like I said, they've been averaging in the upper 20s, close to 30 fouls a game in most of these unrivaled games. I think the refs are starting to get the hint, and I think they're starting to see that, hey man, people are losing interest. Let them play. Also, too, a lot of these teams are not driving to the hole and taking easy money. They are shooting threes. In this game, the Laces were 27% from behind three, 5 of 18. And the Miss were no better. The Miss shot 15% from behind the arc. 2 of 13. 15% three-pointers. But they'll have a wide open. They could take about 3 more steps and take an easy 2. They'll shoot a difficult 3, an off-balance 3. Just it's sometimes it was just bad basketball in this league. But this game in particular, they would come down. It'd be a mismatch. Rakia Jackson would be guarded by Natisha Heidemann and couldn't get the ball. It was very weird. Jewel Lloyd would kick it over to Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart would fire up a 3. But the times that they did get it into Rakia would manhandle Natisha Heidemann. And she's taller than Alyssa Thomas. And she was just hard to deal with. It was hard to deal with. They had Alyssa Thomas on a time clock on this game. So she'd come in spurts, and she played well. She played well. At first, you could kind of see it might be some truth to the right leg. And she's definitely put on weight. Definitely put on weight. A little bit bigger than what she was when Unrivaled started. And she's a woman that's got some size on her. Anyway, but she looked a little extra heavy in this game. But as the game went on, you could tell she was winded from not running, no cardio. But she's still Alyssa Thomas. Still making nice passes, getting people good looks, penetrating and dishing out. It's just they weren't clicking. They weren't clicking today. I mean, they didn't have Tiffany Hayes, they didn't have Jackie Young, they didn't have Kate Martin. I mean, but they still could have won this game. It was, like I said, it was close. That fourth quarter, it was very weird. They just fell apart when McBride went out the game, and Alyssa Thomas went out the game for the pitch clock, I guess you could say. It was a wrap. They had Lainey Hamilton, Heidemann, and Stephanie Dolson. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. You just knew it was over. It was over. Lainey Hamilton, I saw her hit the ground more this game than I've ever seen anybody hit the floor in my life. And I thought Tiffany Hayes was the one in Unrivaled that hit the deck the most. But Benasia, she's only played 2 games, and she hit the deck quite a lot this game. And you could tell she's not in the best of shape. She shot 2 of 14, 17 minutes. Yeah, she had the worst shooting. Stephanie Dolson with the bagel. She had a bagel with cream cheese. She's trying to get in the running with Aaliyah Boston for the most 0-point games. It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much. And basically Dolson and Lainey Hamilton were the bench, and they only got 8 points, and that all came from Lainey Hamilton. Stephanie Dolson only took 3 shots. Shot 2 3-pointers. It was ridiculous. Like, lady, you're too tall and you're too big, and they don't have anybody on their team that can match up with you. It's the same, almost the exact same script that the Phantom went with, and they lost. Brittany Griner should technically average 20 points a game in Unrivaled, and Stephanie Dolson should average close to that, just with the pure size. 14 minutes and no points is ridiculous, but it was a lot of that in this game. It was a lot of back and forth. Even the announcers were saying, you know, get some structure. You're whining about fouls. You're taking bad shots. Both teams were taking bad shots. It's just the Miss shot better this game, and that's what they won. That's why they won. But that was the second game on Monday night from Unrivaled. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, peace.